BTS, Hyeong, the tempting experts leading the group. BTS is a super high-flying group now. Their charm is seen in the cute and gnarly Magna line, but the Hyeong are mature and sexy and have charming gaps. We are digging into their fascinations of the Hyeong, the elder bros of BTS here. You're gonna be crazier by the Hyeongs after reading this. What is the Hyeong? Hyeong means 4 elder members, Jin, Suga, RM, and J-Hope. And the other 3 younger ones, Jimin, V, Jungkook, are called Magna line. The Hyeong are leading the group as mental support. Thanks to them, the Magna line can be relaxed and feel freely in the group. Let's see each characteristic of the Hyeong in order of age. Jin. Jin is the oldest in BTS and recognizes himself and others as the worldwide handsome. He performs as unconstrained and sweet voice as a sub-vocal in the group. He also has frank characteristics such as saying pants, giving blonde kisses, etc. That his characteristics should be making peaceful relationships among the group. In some TV shows, you could see Jin joking around with the Magna line. He says he is not good at dancing because he used to go for an actor. Other members tease him about it sometimes, but Jin has never been angry as for this kindness. Jin's fascination is his look as a prince and that he has no air and grace. We have seen he has humor and realism and taken care of the Magna line as a young. He should be taking on a role as a mom in BTS. Suga. Suga is a genius of music as producing. He is lead rapper with both croaky, low, and exquisite voices. He is loved as a grandpa because of his wise and resident characteristic. He said, "I wanna be a pebble and do nothing if I would have the next life before." This expresses his lethargic side, but contrary to the side, he is competitive, shy, and has a cute smile to ARMY and the Magnus. Many fans get addicted to such gaps. He is in tune with Suga and they go fishing together on days off. That's so cute, the Magnus depending on Suga. What a sweet and lovely thing to see them. Jin is like a mom and Suga is like a dad for this group. Suga usually also takes care of Magna well. B said I love Suga's rap the best in the world, so Suga was so pleased and that was cute. J-Hope. J-Hope is the heart and soul of BTS. He delights the members with bright smiles as the sun and is a lead rapper with catchy lyrics. He also has great skills of dance as a choreography team leader. He always smiles and makes a peaceful mood everywhere. He takes good care of other members as waking others up, helping cooks, cleaning up, etc. He also sometimes warns and persuades. RM, the leader of BTS. He is actually leading the group as being said BTS would not work without RM. He does not just rap expressively as a main rapper, but also smart. His IQ is 148 and he speaks Korean, English, and Japanese so fluently. He usually answers interviews on behalf of BTS because other members trust him and say they have no objection to what he speaks. He expresses himself in his speaking and leaves strong messages to people, so ARMY wishes his famous quotes are published. An interview at Grammy Award 2020. The reporter to RM, "You are the spokesman for the group. Don't they get upset at your answers like, no, that's not what we wanted to say, but they immediately denied like, no, never. RM's gap is that he's called a god of distraction. Other members usually say, don't cook and drive for the world peace please, because he tends to break and lose every single stuff he touches. The Hyeong line always take care of and watch over kindly the Magna line. The Hyeong line is cool and chill as other members, but also acting cheerful as a kid with the Magna, so the gap should make a lot of ARMY crazy. The great relationship of the Hyeong line. The four of Hyeong line has kept an appropriate distance to each other based on their trust. J-Hope had decided to leave the group even though Jungkook begged to stay before they made a debut. However, RM persuaded J-Hope to stay as explaining that the group would not exist without him. J-Hope also said about RM like, no one is perfect, so I wanna become his friend who feels a part RM doesn't. RM and J-Hope are called 1940s best friends who were born in same 1994. They are not always together, but bonded firmly with each other. One ARMY gave Jin, who is the youngest in his personal life, a comment as below. You had to be a big brother in the group, even though he had grown up as the youngest for 20 years. I can't imagine how hard and challenging it is to take care of other members, like waking them up, cooking for them, giving Jungkook a ride to his school as the oldest to you. I do respect and love everything about you. RM replied to the fans' comment, I do also respect Jin by himself. RM should understand the pressure and heavy responsibility that Jin holds as the leader. Both Jin and RM answered no to an interview. Don't you fight or conflict with each other together? Jin says about RM as his right arm, and RM responds, Hyunjin is my left arm, laughing. They really respect as a brother each other. For the hiatus of BTS, the personal best interviews for Jin and the testimonies by others. Question. What do you care about as the oldest in the group? Answer. I try to avoid displaying that I'm the oldest man in this group because I want RM to stand as the leader and also support him. J-Hope moved in the dorm next to Suga when they were trainees. Suga said, sleep in your room to J-Hope, sleeping in the living room because Suga cared about him for the first time. One famous episode is that Suga brought some chickens back to the dorm for J-Hope, who were only staying as he was sick there in the year-end holiday. Suga explained J-Hope as the light of the sun, and J-Hope does Suga as his everything who has a warm heart. Jin and Suga, the oldest members, get along with each other as partners. Some ARMY say they are like a middle-aged couple. They, as roommates forever, understand like using telepathy with each other. They don't talk often, but surely have strong trust without words. The relationship was revealed in a conversation before. Suga tweeted that he sometimes just pretends to do his best, and Jin affirmed to him as it's important to pretend to work hard because some people get encouraged and you also will be so. The Hyeong line is filled with respect and trust for each other. The Hyeong line is kind. The Hyeong line watches over the free-wheeling Magna line kindly. When Jungkook was 15, he moved in as a trainee and was homesick. So Jin supported him by taking Jungkook to his own parents' home, buying some food, and hanging out together. Jin has dedicatedly taken care of Jungkook and saying, "I've raised Jungkook up." Suga said, "You can cry but not alone" to Jungkook, who used to be a crybaby. Suga is also saying that he raised Jungkook. Jungkook seems to be taken care of by everybody. Jungkook, the sweet youngest, was taken care of by 6 other Hyungs, but what the heck is going on with him now? He is training as carrying Hyungs on his back. Is he a superhero in comics? It became a hot topic that Jin came up on stage wearing the same clothes as Jimin did in a high alert when Jimin get a death threat. Many people praised Jin for he took the risk that he might be attacked to protect Jimin. We saw Jin's kindness and commitment in this episode. Suga sent a text to V and Jungkook when they were going through a tough time. The words are not known, but V said that his text saved Magnet's heart and made him cry for 10 minutes. The text was ended by "I love you," which is the way shy Suga expresses his love. J-Hope kept sharing a room with Jimin even after they could have their own rooms by themselves, because Jimin used to say that he would feel lonely by himself. Jimin said, "I was so happy to be a roommate with you. If I were by myself, I would be so lonely," to J-Hope. And he decided to stay to be his roommate. J-Hope told Jimin to clean their room sometime, but he liked small talks with Jimin before going to bed. It's such a heartwarming episode. Don't you see how sweet Hyun is, do you? Sum up. The Hyun line, as you see, takes care of Magna line much like real brothers and friends dedicatedly. We can see such affectionate Hyuns with BTS. They have serious and calm sides, but also innocent and cute ones. The gap is their charms. The Hyun is banded by the firm trust, and they show the way BTS is. They make BTS as a family with warm hearts. Why don't we keep watching the lovely family? Thank you.